Ross Kenneth Urken here for TheStreet.com, where I'm personal finance editor. I'm joined by Hitha Prabhakar, contributor at Parade magazine, which just came out with its What People Earn issue, which happens annually.
Right, came out last weekend.
It's such a deliciously gossipy topic. You know, who earns what, who's making this. What was most surprising to you in terms of earnings?
Well, just from the celebrity side, I think Mark Harmon was the most surprising because he's making $38 million a year. Now, when we calculated these numbers, we didn't take into consideration the renegotiation that he had for 2013,
Sure.
which he's going to be making even more than what he made for 2012. So $38 million, and now he's going to maybe tack on another couple, 10 to 12 on top of that. I mean, this is real money. It's Mark Harmon money now. He's making far more money than Brad Pitt or Tom Brady, who's also in this issue. So we have a new term now. I'm Mark Harmon rich.
That's insane.
Yeah.
He's co-opted his own terminology.
Right. Exactly.
What about on the lower scale of things, in terms of teachers or hairdressers or chefs? What was surprising, or what does that show about the state of the economy these days?
Well, I think we were also looking, speaking of actors, we were looking at a breadth of actors. So not only were we looking at the celebrities that were, of course, making a lot of money, but we are also looking at a clown, for example, who is considered an actor, making only a couple $100s, or another actor who is making a couple $1,000s. So we really kind of saw the whole breadth of that industry.
Sure.
And I think in terms of the economy, I cover, on a larger scale the economy, and I think now that unemployment is getting a little bit better, we saw in this issue that people are really kind of taking their employment in their own hands and really kind of taking on any sort of job that will interest them, regardless of maybe what they make. But what we also sort of saw here too is that they're taking on multiple jobs. And I thought what the most interesting is just how much the breakdown of the prices of what the earnings of what they're making.
Sure. Anything else to add about what parades? I know that you have a system that you go through in terms of tabulating celebrity net worth. Anything you could tell us about that whole process?
The secret sauce?
Yeah, I want the secret sauce.
Okay. Well, it's interesting when you're talking about celebrity. There's so many numbers involved, and I think the most surprising part about when I was reporting this out and doing the reporting for this is that there's just so many different moving parts. So
Sure.
This doesn't mean to sound like a commercial for Excel, but I've got to tell you the amount of Excel spreadsheets that I had going on with a lot of the information that was public record, and then information that I was getting just from the reporting. I got to tell you, my whole computer screen just looked like one big sort of Excel. I mean, if you had walked into my house and saw the computer screen, you would have thought that I was working in investment banking.
Sure, it's like modeling
exactly.
these people's earnings.
Yeah. I mean, it really was a lot of math involved, but I like to tell people it's the fun side of math. Especially for people that may not work in bank. Me personally, I've worked in finance. I love anything having to do with numbers and
Sure.
statistics. But what people don't realize is that kind of reporting goes into something like this as well. We're not just kind of pulling these numbers out of thin air.
Sure, the math behind the gossip.
The math behind the gossip. That's a good way to put it.
I like it. Hitha Prabhakar here for Parade magazine. This is the Moolah Files.